I was barely able to walk our dogs a quarter of a mile up the street without having pain and discomfort. My knee, from the initial injury, had, and then I was doing heavy gardening in the spring, would swell and was very tight, again, causing discomfort going up and down stairs. So I was quite concerned about what the long run would be as far as degeneration of my joint. I see people with knee replacements in my line of work. And of course, that was a place I didn't want to go. I like the gentle approach. I like the maintenance of the joint itself, which is not something that the other PT had discussed. So doing the quad sets and the sliders, I thought were an important element that I hadn't heard of previously. And that actual maintenance and improving the health of the joint. Pretty much all PTs work on strengthening the muscles. But I thought that was a really valuable component. That working with the online video was worked out really well. I wasn't sure about that at first, but I had the equipment and the exercises, and I could see Laurie demonstrating them, and she could see me doing them to review if I was doing them correctly. We chose to meet every 2 weeks, which I found that, and she'd send me my homework, if you will, and the spreadsheets for me to fill in the data. And I found that accountability extremely helpful, of knowing, and I kind of like the idea that I could do it by myself and then reconvene at my own leisure. And I found the time savings was kind of nice, as opposed to doing PT with somebody locally. I didn't have to, commit that, half hour going and coming and 45 minutes there 3 times a week. It was actually a huge time saving doing it online and by myself. So I could fit it in around my schedule, which I found very helpful. That was a benefit of the working remotely. In the course of the 3 months, maybe a little bit, barely over 3 months, I am now walking the dogs a mile or more a day. I could do more. It's more of a time constraint. I've done a lot of reasonably heavy gardening, like the equivalent of what shows up on my Fitbit of 17 to 18,000 steps. I mean, those were particularly heavy days, but my knee held up fine. I'm very thrilled with the results. I mean, really, it's great to be back to being able to do things that I've always done without even thinking about it.